Hello everybody, it's me Fujisuji, and chapter 1018 of One Piece is out. Now, this chapter has insane reveals. Who's Who is just a walking, talking spoiler at this point, and because of that, there's a lot of big things that get spoiled in this chapter. Last chapter was also crazy, but this chapter, we might get a little bit of a Void Century secret, a little bit of connecting with the Fishmen and Void Century. There's just a lot of crazy things. There's a Sun God apparently, and this just completely changes One Piece as a whole. This is a huge reveal. Right now it doesn't seem like too much, but I feel like something more important might come out of it in the future. So that's what I'm very interested in. Now let's go to the beginning. The beginning starts with a bunch of gifters and all them switching sides, and that's very helpful for our side right now. Because of Tama's orders, very many of them have joined. Some around 300. Some of the ones we saw before, like I think Hamlet and all them, right? They've switched sides as well. Meaning there's a lot of progression, and I guess the Samurai Alliance side is just taking the dubs right now. So that's always good to see. Now, because of this, they want Tama to die. If Tama dies, hopefully her thing will wear off, and for that reason, they're targeting Tama. Because of that, everybody's just protecting her, because she is an essential piece to what's going to end up happening in the future. And Usopp, Nami, they're all there protecting Tama, and Usopp is just like, oh, that's a nice thing you got there. Oh, that's a nice thing you got there, because he's kind of like, building a morale a little bit. He's like, oh Nami, that's a nice weapon you got there. Oh Tama, that's a nice ability sheet you got there, right? And Nami and Zeus have a little bit of progression in their friendship, partnership of sorts. Before, Zeus wanted to be Nami's servant. It's like a servant-master relationship, but now it's a little bit closer, a little bit better of a bond. So because it's more of a partnership now, and that's also pretty good progression at this point. And this can go on. It's way better. So big improvement since Big Mom, because Big Mom was just, it felt like how her family treated her. We only care for you because you're related to us. Other than that, we really have no lasting bonds for you. You know what I'm saying? And let's go back to Who's Who and Jinbei. Who's Who and Jinbei takes up most of the chapter. This chapter is actually named after them as well. So Jinbei, while he's fighting Who's Who starts using this new finger shooting technique, but this time it's like a machine gun. It's like a Gatling of Shiguns, and that's it's a new move. I think it looks way cooler. I really like it in that sense. And while he's talking, he reveals about this sun god that he heard of from a guard while he's in prison. And I don't know why the hell Who's Who wasn't in an actual prison, but that's fine. That's fine with me. Just we'll forget about that. All right. But what happens is the god talked about the sun god Nika, important figure, the god of many smiles, a very smiling god, gives everybody happiness. And this feels like a little bit of a Joy Boy thing to me. I'm guessing that's what's going to end up from it. It's apparently passed down from slaves, and because of the Who's Who asked Jinbei, because the Sun Pirates was a group of slaves. Well, there's slaves in there. But Jinbei was, he didn't really answer back. So that's it with that. And we pan over to CP0. CP0, they're like, we should get rid of Who's Who. Well, not particularly. It's just what happens is they're like, I don't care which side wins. All we gotta do is we just gotta get rid of Who's Who, because he's the only L of sorts, in that sense, and that's why they need to get rid of him. And the other CP0 guy, they're like, you don't really need to care about that, because it doesn't matter really. His secrets aren't even that important. But the other CP0 person's like, no, you gotta think about this. Like, this dude's a stain to our legacy of becoming in the Cypher Pool, so we gotta get rid of him. And that's it with the CP0. And Jinbei and Who's Who's fight continues. Very cool fight. While doing that, they converse again. Who's Who talks about this. The guard who's talking to him about Nika, he's gone. So that's why he left prison. Still don't know about the print thing, but we're gonna let that go for now. And because of that, he asks why it's forbidden, and Jinbei just gets angry for some reason. So maybe Jinbei might know, might not. I don't know how that's gonna end up working. But Who's Who has a lot of insane CP9 moves. He just progressed them. I've never seen them used so well. And when it's put up with Jinbei, it just looks crazy. And the Gagan, he uses the Gagan again, and he also uses other one. I forgot the name of it. I think it was Shigan Madara or something like that. Right? Now that one's a pretty cool looking move. I won't lie. It was the one that Lucci used. Remember back in the day, it was like boom, the big one. I think so. And Jinbei also shows progress moves of something seen back then as well. He shows Fishman karate moves, so that's interesting, I guess. He uses these Ogi moves, and the chapter ends off with first he uses a secret Fishman karate technique and demon tail fins. You know, there's 1,000 tail fists, other ones, right? This one is a demon tail fist. So I don't know how the numbers work at this point. I don't know, 1,000, 5,000, 1 million, and then demon. Yeah, I don't really know. But this was so powerful that Who's Who kind of looks like he might be down and out. But you know, we might not know. It's One Piece right here. And yeah, that's how the chapter ended. Other than that, I don't have much else to say. Nice chapter. Probably a 10 out of 10. Other than that, yeah, I'm out.